Welcome to TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. It is time for a Barcelona news roundup. In today's video, we got some transfer news, potential incomings, ongoing talks, of course. We've also got potential outgoings this summer at Barcelona that we're going to be discussing, along with some fitness updates on the likes of Messi, Suárez and Dembele, who of course day by day now are recovering and are getting closer to that all-important return. All of that coming up, and some more, of course. Let's do this! But I want to start right here with the Barcelona and Ajax link. And I'm first of all going to talk about Matthijs de Ligt. Of course, at the start of this week, we were told it's going to be very, very vital what happens in the meetings on Monday, on Tuesday, discussions between Bartomeu and the Ajax board directly. And apparently, things have gone pretty well. But as of right now, according to Rack 1, we're not going to hear anything concrete, nothing official at all about de Ligt before that Champions League quarter-final tie against Juventus for Ajax. That's a massive game for them. Two vital legs, and all their focus right now, understandably, is on those games, and they want de Ligt in the right frame of mind. They want him 100% focus, and for that reason, nothing is going to be reported officially before those games take place. But Rack 1 do say Barcelona remain extremely optimistic. They believe they're in pole position. They believe the only club that is capable right now of signing de Ligt is Barcelona because of that relationship they built up and they really have right now with the Ajax hierarchy. And then there's Sport, of course, on their cover this morning. De Ligt was there, as he has been day upon day upon day during this international break, and they basically said, Sports, that Bartomeu had agreed with Ajax, that he'd spoken with them, and Ajax had promised they will not auction Matthijs de Ligt. And that's really, really important because Barcelona are so adamant at this point. They don't want to get into a bidding war. They don't want Ajax really to invite other clubs into the equation, and then for the price to start going up and up and up, and then they basically sell to the highest bidder. Barcelona want to talk with Ajax. They want to give them a very fair fee, but they don't want all these other clubs getting involved, and de Ligt really being auctioned to every big club out there. An interesting take though from Onda Cero, and they basically say that Barcelona, in order to sign de Ligt, which they do look like doing, they're also very confident that Barcelona right now are moving in the right direction, but they say that if Barcelona want to sign de Ligt, they're going to have to get rid of quite a few players this summer, and they're going to have to really move around some of that squad to really free up the funds to go and buy de Ligt, because of course we've got to remember as well, De Jong is coming. Big money on De Jong, big money on Matthijs de Ligt. There's going to be other arrivals as well, you would think. So naturally, players are going to have to leave. And two of those mentioned from widespread media really right across the board. It's very much believed right now, Thomas Vermaelen, he is going to be leaving the club at the end of the season. His contract expires this coming summer, and it's widely believed that his contract is not going to be renewed by Barcelona, and he is going to be leaving this summer. And then, of course, there's Jason Murillo, brought in January on that 6-month loan from Valencia. In that time, he's made just 2 appearances so far in a Barcelona shirt, and it's pretty clear already that he is going to be returning to Valencia following that loan spell. He's not going to remain at Barcelona. We're not going to make that permanent. He's going to return for Valencia. So that's Vermaelen and Murillo gone at centre-back, but doubts still remain over Samuel Umtiti. A few reports coming out still linking him with an exit. Umtiti, though, says that he'll still be at Barcelona next season, no doubt about it. What we're going to see, I think, as the season goes on is Umtiti, Longley really battling it out for that left centre-back slot, because you've got to remember, de Ligt here is coming in as that right centre-back. We at Barcelona are very, very keen on having a right centre-back and a left centre-back, a right-footed and a left-footed. That really helps the balance of our team. And I think selling Umtiti just because de Ligt is arriving doesn't really make a lot of sense when you consider, even though they're both centre-backs in their own right, they are kind of vying for 2 different roles in the team. De Ligt is on the right, Umtiti is fighting for the left. And for that reason, I think it's a bit premature here to be talking about Umtiti potentially leaving the club. And it's not only defensive reinforcements that potentially we are going to be targeting this summer, of course. The striker is very much on the agenda, and on the front cover of Mundo Deportivo this morning, Antoine Griezmann. Right there, it says Griezmann bomb. And basically what that goes on to say is that Antoine Griezmann is now willing to lower his salary demands, lower his expectations when he's joining a new club. He wants to play at Barcelona, and if he does that, he is willing to earn less than he's currently doing at Atletico. He earns 23 million net per year at Atletico Madrid, but at Barcelona, he's willing to lower those demands now to just 16 million. I say just 16 million, but obviously they're a reduction in 7 million euros net per year to play at Barcelona. That's what MDs say, and the rumours with Griezmann coming to Barcelona do continue. But as of right now, I still remain Griezmann, not our focus. Luka Jovic is still our man, still the man we're pursuing, still the man we're scouting, and Griezmann, as of right now, doesn't fully come into Barcelona's plans. But now we move on to the fitness of Lionel Messi, and he has been on the front cover this morning of Sport, and it is quite a lengthy article that really does detail what Barcelona Barcelona have planned for Messi and how they really want to get the best out of him in the crucial months of the season to come, which I think we'll all agree is absolutely vital. And it basically says here on the front cover of Sport, a special plan for Messi. He trained yesterday, no problems at all in training. He returned after 4 days of resting, coming back from that Argentina game where he did feel that discomfort, but he completed the session yesterday with absolutely no problems. But Sport go on to say that Barcelona right now are being very, very careful over Messi, and they're absolutely adamant that Messi is going to get the rest that he needs right throughout the season to come to be at his best in those crucial games, simply because that discomfort that he felt against Venezuela when he was away with Argentina, that's the same sort of pain in the same sort of area that he's been feeling now since back in January. He's picked up a few knocks, he's been labouring through a few games, fighting back the pain, and it's the same sort of injury that Barcelona feel could get worse if he's overworked, if he takes on too much of a workload, if he really does try and play every minute of every game, if Valverde puts him out there time and time again, he is going to overwork himself, and potentially that injury could get more and more serious to the point where he might actually need some surgery, which at this stage of the season is something that we absolutely have to avoid. You know, Messi right now is vital to everything we do. He's got to be playing, he has to be there when we really need him. But of course, we don't always need him every single minute of the game, and Sport basically believe that Barcelona, in the weeks to come, we're going to see Messi at times being rested, at times being taken off, just given really that comfort of being able to not overwork his body, which is absolutely vital, because we cannot afford to lose Messi for any stretch of this season to come. We need him when the big games come. If that means resting him in the others, so be it. Wrap Messi in cotton wool. And they do believe in the Spanish media that if selected, Messi and Suárez will both be available for the derby at the Camp Nou on Saturday. And with regard to Ousmane Dembele, who's a little bit behind those two, of course, in his recovery, it was a more lengthy injury that he suffered, but he is on track right now to be not fit for Man United first leg, but fit for before that against Atletico Madrid. Dembele right now has been working incredibly hard over the international break. We spoke about that in the last roundup, and apparently Atletico Madrid right now is his target. Return in that game, play some minutes, and apparently that first leg against United, which originally was in doubt, would Dembele play, wouldn't he play? Right now, the feeling is, according to Mundo Deportivo, that Dembele is going to be fine for that game. No worries whatsoever, everything is fine, everybody is calm. Dembele against United, he will be there. And just finally, guys, on the subject here of outgoings at Barcelona this summer, of course, we have to talk about Malcom, and that certainly comes into the debate, simply because, as of right now, he has made this season 534 minutes on the field as a Barcelona player, which works out there of just shy of 6 full games. That's all that he's played right throughout the season so far, after signing from Bordeaux in the summer for 41 million euros. And I'm bringing this up because there was an article in Marca just a few days ago that basically said Barcelona have set their price this summer for Malcom, and that price is 70 million euros. Now, I don't really class Marca as a reliable source, especially when it comes to Barcelona, but even so, even for Barcelona, that is ambitious. A guy here who we signed for 41 million, we haven't utilised him, we haven't used him in the right way, and we want to sell him for more than we got him for. That is ambitious. But I want to bring you here some official words from his agent, Leonardo Cornacini, and he basically goes on to say that we haven't spoken to Inter or any other club, because in the Italian media, Inter apparently a destination for Malcom, but his agent here said, look, we haven't spoken to Inter, we haven't spoken to any club right now. Malcom is interesting for any European club, although he has a long contract with Barcelona, and we believe that he's adapting well to the club. He then goes on to say, and this is very crucial here, we are convinced that things will be much, much better from next season. And I don't really know why that would be. I'm not really sure what next season would bring that we haven't seen already. Will Valverde suddenly discover that he has Malcom available to him? I don't know whether discussions have taken place behind the scenes. Maybe next season he's going to be given more assurances. But as of right now, Malcom's future, based on this season alone, based on the fact that we haven't seen him hardly at all, his future naturally is in the balance. And just finally, guys, I want to bring you some news that happened this morning, not technically on the Barcelona front, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been officially confirmed as the new Man United manager on a permanent basis. He's no longer the caretaker. Come in, of course, had a huge impact, very, very positive. They have lost their last 2 games, but Solskjaer confirmed as the new coach ahead of our meeting in the Champions League against United. That could be significant one way or another. We'll have to see how it turns out. And of course, closer to those games, lots more coverage, lots more videos on those United clashes. It'll all be coming up. I can't wait for it. Let me know your thoughts down below on today's news, guys. I'll catch you soon. But until then, as always, Vasca el Barça.
Barca!